Hello, guys, and welcome to a fresh episode of Opinions with KagisoEm. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about a fresh production from South Africa called Rosa, aka the Republic of South Ash. Yeah, it's a film that came out on Netflix on the 7th of January. It was directed by Kagiso and written by himself and his talented team. It's a South African comedy, and it's a beautiful thing. My wife actually introduced it to me about a week ago, and we got to watch it together, and it was a blast to watch. The production on it, the sound, the camera work done in behind the scenes was so beautifully done. And I must say that for the entire film, I actually was engaged, and the comedy behind it. Unfortunately, if you're not South African, you're gonna have to do your homework a bit because of the context of like the jokes themselves. But if you're South African, you're gonna get every single one. They're so on beat, they're on point, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch. The one thing I will say about it though is that I think that they got the formula right in terms of where South Africa has to be going in terms of its comedy and in film as a whole. The one thing I do wish that they had done was that they had released it in theaters first before it went into Netflix and was streamed officially. Netflix sometimes does that where they produce something and they release it in theaters first, and then they actually publish it on their platform. I wish they would have done the same thing with this one. Like it is so on point and so beautifully shot that it did deserve to actually go there. Big ups to the team that actually did it. Like I will not say enough about Kagiso and his talent. And yeah, trust me, he's done such a good thing here that I believe that if anything, you guys should just subscribe to Netflix. I am not sponsored by anybody, but I will say that you guys should just get Netflix just to watch that film. You know, if anything, get to watch that film on Netflix and it'll be worth the money. I'll say that much. Opinion piece for today is regarding where South Africa is headed in terms of its production. I read an article a couple of weeks ago about the SABC cutting shows, such as Seven de Lan. I heard they were trying to bring back Isidingo. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do that. But the one thing was that they're losing a lot of money in terms of like the kind of productions that they're creating so far, or the kind of productions that they have on their platform right now is losing, or at least is causing them to lose a lot of money. And looking at the production that was shot by Kagiso, you could say that there was a moderate budget there. I wouldn't say it went into like the tens of millions, but it was a moderate budget, and it was enough to produce something so beautiful that SABC should be approaching people like Kagiso and his team to be shooting more things like that, or to at least tell them what the formula was for them to get it so right. If they did that, I feel like South Africa would tell more stories for less budgets and still get the production so well done that advertisers would wanna put money into something like an SABC or whatever platforms they're trying to go for. Like I know there's an SABC Plus. I'm not quite sure how well that's going. But then in terms of like the majority of the people who then might not have the luxury of being able to pay for subscription and get their daily content on free television like the SABC, whatever those guys did was so on point. Yeah, that's my opinion piece for the day. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you guys subscribe. I'll probably put a link somewhere up here or down there. I'm not quite sure. I think after this, I'll probably play a snippet of the trailer just so that you guys can see what the film is about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much. Deuces.